Oh no, guys. I finished that video. The button to send messages is the finish button is really close to the comment button. So I'm so sorry. There's a part 1 to this video if you're rewatching the replay where I had already gotten into the steps you need to take in order to be consistent. So go back and watch that. It's called part 1. Sorry for everybody else that was watching live. The finish button is so close to the comment button. It's so close. All right. So what I was talking about was that when it came to consistency, one, I declared exactly what I wanted. And exactly where I wanted to go, and I said what I desired and what I wanted. Then 2, I got really clear that this wasn't going to be easy. This was not going to be an easy process at all. And I just became, you know what, okay, Shannon, this isn't going to be easy. This is not going to be an easy thing. This is going to be hard, and it's going to be work. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to do the work. I know it's not going to come immediately. I know I have to be patient, but I know I have to do the work, all right? And then I said, all right, well, so let's see, what would the next step be? I know it's not going to be easy. I know it's going to be doing the work. But when it comes to being consistent within myself or my business or whatever it is for you guys, I know consistency on social media is something you guys really lack a lot. And I think that then the next step you have to determine and conquer and overcome is, do you believe? Do you actually believe? Remember that decision we made on day 1 of this challenge. Do you believe that you can hit that goal? So let's just start off by saying that. Do you believe you can hit your goal? Do you believe that you can make your decision reality? Okay? Do you actually believe that for yourself? And I had found that when it came to me and finding consistency within my fitness routine, and even finding consistency now in my business at another level, right? So I had been consistent in my business and it had got me to a certain point. But now, no, I want more. I want more. And that's totally fine. But in order to get to that place of wanting more, I had to become more, right? I had to become consistent with more things. I had to push myself to another level, right? And I first had to decide, then I had to realize it wasn't easy, and then I actually had to believe it was possible for me. So for me, my next level is getting to 10K months consistently, and I'm currently going through that process of getting there to 10K months consistently. I can make a certain amount of money every single month consistently, and that's fine, but I want more, and that's totally fine too, right? And when it came to saying I want a really sick body, I want a body that is in shape and fit, and people look at me like, wow, that girl's self-disciplined. Like, she is consistently working out and eating right. And I wanted that body, and the first thing I had to do was actually believe that I could do the steps necessary in order to get to that body. Because I didn't actually believe I could. I didn't actually believe that I could exercise 4 times a week. I didn't believe in myself enough to actually cut carbs. I didn't believe enough in myself to be disciplined with workouts, to be disciplined with eating right, to be disciplined with, I guess that probably sums up a lot of it, right? And do I believe that I can make 10K months consistently? Now I do. A couple weeks ago, I didn't. I didn't really fully believe in it. Do I believe that I could do Facebook Lives, let's say, every single day? A couple weeks ago, I couldn't, but then I just believed I could, and now here I am, on day 8 of doing Facebook Lives consistently, and not just within this group. I have other groups, and I'm doing Facebook Lives there every single day too. But I had to start with the belief, the belief that I could actually do Facebook Lives, the belief that I could email my list whenever I want, how many times I want, and I could actually believe in myself to promote my material enough that I'm not worried about being salesy with other people. I believe that my products and my services will change people's lives, and I really believe that. So then I also believe that I can promote myself and sell myself enough. What else did I have to believe? I had to believe that I could exercise 4 times a week. I had to believe I could cut carbs. I had to believe that I could say no to French fries. I had to believe that I didn't need something sweet after dinner. that was a tough one. That's a really tough one. That one I'm not fully 110% yet on. I still have something sweet sometimes here and there, but there's been days when I didn't have something sweet. I just believe that I didn't need something sweet after dinner, and then voila, like, it happened, right? Like, how crazy is that? So when it comes to being consistent, that belief is really, really key. And I find it with so many of my clients that we could set this goal and they can say, oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm going to make it. And I'm like, let's talk about that. Do you really believe you can make this goal? Do you really believe you can hit this? Do you really believe that this money is destined for you? Do you really believe that the opportunities are out there? Do you really believe that you can show up consistently? And then kind of when we get to that, they're like, I don't really know about that part, Shannon. And I'm like, well, this is the part that we really need to work on. Okay? So believing in yourself. Once you say, so for you guys, I think there's a lot of not being consistent on social media. That's typically the first step you guys need to do. And once we get to saying, okay, now I believe I can be consistent on social media, now how do we actually just follow through? Now how do we actually just show up? Now how do we actually just start doing it, right? And I think we start out with just for 10 days. I love 10 days. 10 days to me is like a good starting off place. Okay? So for 10 days, I want you to believe you can be consistent on social media. And I totally skipped over this part of why most people aren't consistent is because they are self-sabotaging. Because deep down, they don't believe in themselves, like I was already saying. Deep down, they believe that if maybe you make a lot of money, you might be a bad mom or bad wife. If you make a lot of money, then you're greedy. If you make a lot of money, then you're a douchebag. If you make a lot of money, you're a terrible person. Some people have the belief, if I make a lot of money, maybe I will make, like, my husband feel emasculated. If I make a lot of money, my mom will, I'll feel really guilty because my mom worked really hard. If I make a lot of money, then my friends won't like me. And those are some of the deeper beliefs that come out that we don't address, and we just kind of wonder why the action's not being taken. And a lot of people think that action is not associated with beliefs. And I know a lot of people believe that. Believe that. I'm like, actually, Larissa. And I think the biggest problem is that we all think that if I just keep doing, if I just keep hustling, if I just keep, doing all the things without actually questioning my beliefs, without actually questioning the thoughts going through my head, and I can just make them quiet and I can just make them shut up by doing. And I see a lot of people in that doing phase of, I'm doing all the things. I am, but you're probably not being consistent, which is funny because you say you're doing all the things, but you're probably not being consistent. So you're doing all the things as in you are going to networking events and you're, like you feel like you're doing so much. You feel like you're writing the blog post and you feel like you're doing these things and you feel like you're doing these things. Probably a lot of them aren't consistently. There's probably a lot of grabbing. So it's probably you're here and you're there and you're at the networking event and you're writing the blog post and you're updating your website and you're on SEO and you're blah, 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 and you're doing all that stuff. And even your doing might look like a lot of people do a lot of avoidance behaviors of, are you busy with busy work or exactly, Emily. Yeah, the whole concept of, is this the best way I could be using my time? Is this the best way I could be using my money? A lot of people I see do a lot of avoidance work, which is avoidance work around, I'm cleaning my house, and I'm like, cleaning the house is a big one. I'm doing another load of laundry. I'm watching TV. I'm reading gossip magazines. I'm binging on Netflix. I'm doing those things. And too much of those things does not lead to the action that makes you more money, right? Like the being responsible with your time, and doing the actions that will actually make you more money. And what's happening there is whenever you are doing those actions too much, of course a Netflix binge is like good once in a while, and reading a gossip magazine is good once in a while. But when you are doing them too much, I remember when I was in a place of doing them too much, and mine looked like a lot of Netflix and a lot of like people.com or usmagazine.com. I loved going to them. When those are happening too much, when those things are happening way too much, we usually are having some type of disconnect between your beliefs and your actions. So deep down, and it still consists of, not just reading the gossip magazines and doing another load of laundry. It's the gossip magazines, doing another load of laundry, feeling like you're doing a lot of grabbing. So I'm trying to update my website, and I'm blogging, and I'm this, and you're not being consistent, basically. So it's that mixed with not being consistent and feeling like you're doing everything is typically when there is a disconnect between your beliefs and your actions. So deep down, you might be feeling icky about making a lot of money. You might be feeling icky about being rich. You might be feeling like if I become rich, then these things will happen. If my business becomes too successful, then these things will happen. And typically when I'm saying things, I am saying negative things. Now I'm saying that you have some belief deep down that if these things happen to me, these negative things will come out. Because if you didn't have any negative association with having these awesome things happen, then you would just be doing the work, and the real work that we all know, not the avoidance work of the gossip magazines and grabbing for a lot of things. It's because you don't have the belief deep down. And this is why mindset is so incredibly important to entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs, because we have a lot of things in our heads that don't allow us to do the good action, the responsible action, the action that makes you money. And it's so incredibly important to do mindset work, because mindset work equals more money. But so many of us avoid the mindset work, or maybe we do just a little bit of it. I know I actually had been in avoidance of mindset work for a long time, until like a couple months ago. And then once I did the mindset work, then I ended up being consistent. Then I ended up being consistent with fitness. I ended up being consistent with my business. I ended up going to another level in my head. I mean, it's just so important that I would hate for anybody to miss it. I would hate for anybody to skip over it and think that they're supposed to be doing SEO and blogging all the time, and then you completely avoid your thoughts, your habits, and your beliefs. I might coin thoughts. That's one of my things. I'll just start saying thoughts, because that would be amazing. Anyways, all right. So I went on a big rant about that one, but it's really how you become consistent. It's just questioning your thoughts and your habits and your beliefs. It's really questioning, do I really believe I can do this? Do I really believe I can be consistent? Do I really believe that money and wealth is made for me? Do I really believe that there are clients out there willing to pay my highest prices, right? Like, these things are just so incredibly important to getting to another level in your business, to even getting to the level where you just want to make consistent money. There's a mindset work that happens there. And then when you want to shift up to another level of money, there's mindset work that happens there. And it's so important. And then when you do the mindset work, the consistency will follow. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, if it's like how did I not know that mindset work would make me more money? And it always has. Every single time I've done mindset work, my biggest month follows. Every single time I do mindset work, I get to another level. Every single time I do mindset work, I get in the best shape of my life. Like, every single time. And I just wish more people would know that. You guys will get there eventually. Especially the people who join the 6-week boot camp are going to be on another level, because they're going to be doing some fucking deep mindset work, some serious mindset work. For 3 weeks, we immerse you, I immerse you in deep mindset work that gets you to the next level. And and then after it, we go straight into action. But doing the action, not the waste time action, the actual responsible, get the fuck out there, do the work, marketing type of action of like, let's make this happen for your business. And I can guarantee you, the women that come out of this boot camp, you will see them in a month probably saying they had their biggest month ever. Because that's just like what happens. That's what's happened to me. That's what's happened for my clients. That's what happens all the time. It's like you adjust to another level of consistency and normalness in your business, and it leads you to creating more money. So the 6-week boot camp's still open for enrollment until Monday. I have 7 slots still left, and it's going to be so much fun. I've added a new bonus training to the boot camp. I forget the name of it. If you're on my email list, you're going to be getting an email. There is now an extended payment plan I've also offered up, so it seems more affordable each month. But yeah, the bonus training is definitely going to be on money and how to use, you need a budget to then be consistent with your money and know where your money's going and feel good about money and feel in control of your money. You Need a Budget is this app that has totally changed my life. And when I got on the fitness journey, I got on the money journey, I got on so many journeys of getting everything consistent, just getting everything consistent and having just the most explosive, life-changing transformation. I mean, really, like, I don't know who I am. Like, this is crazy for me to be this person today. But it's been amazing, and that's what I want for other women. So that's why I created the 6-week boot camp, to be a marketing badass and master your money. I added a bonus training. There's an extended payment plan that is now available. 7 slots left. It closes Monday. So excited to work with you guys in there. Hope you enjoyed this training today, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.